I don't know what it is that makes me feel like this. I don't know who you are, but you must be some kind of superstar. Cause you got all eyes on you no matter where you are. I don't know what it is that makes me feel like this. I don't know who you are, but you must be some kind of superstar. Cause you got all eyes on you no matter. Seriously, like have you seen my silhouette? Sheesh, it's giving main character energy.
If you're a beginner in the gym, I'm going to run you through exactly how I would train you. Make sure you save this video, it's going to be very important. For starters, you're going to want to train 2 to 3 times per week. And to begin with, I'd be doing a little bit of a full body program. So you're hitting a little bit of upper body stuff, you're hitting a little bit of legs. So by training multiple muscle groups on the same day, it means that the volume that you're actually using, drop me phone, one particular muscle group is going to be a little bit less, which means you won't be nearly as sore, which is great when you first start. Training your full body means you won't miss any major muscle groups too. You only have to do 5 or 6 different exercises, and I would usually put in definitely a bench press, squat, a chin up or a lat pull down, a lateral raise, and a bicep curl at some point in your program. Aim for about 12 reps for each set, which will take you into what's called a hypertrophy range of training, so you're aiming to build a little bit of muscle. Another key tip is making sure you write all the weights that you're lifting down every session, and each time you repeat that same workout, try to just increase it by a little bit, 1 kilo, 2 kilo, 5 kilos, and progressively overload your body. Just putting a little bit more in every time you do the same workout. Those are my top beginner tips. Make sure you save the video.
Here are the supplements that I believe every human should take to be a functioning member of society and improve your sense of well-being, whether you work out or not. Number 1, first and foremost, far and away the most important, magnesium. This one is not even up for debate. I don't care who you are or what you say. Research shows us that up to 75% of the U.S. is severely deficient in magnesium. Magnesium is critical for so many functions in our body. We need adequate amounts of magnesium to make vitamin D synthesizable and usable by our body. Supplementing with magnesium has been shown to reduce symptoms of stress, anxiety, and depression. It's critical for promoting restful sleep. The magnesium levels have been shown to reduce the risk of cognitive decline and improve cognition. We're deficient in it because for the most part, Americans' diets fucking suck. Even for those of you that have good diets, it's pretty hard to get from just whole foods. The forms that most prominent physicians recommend you take are magnesium glycinate or magnesium threonate. Magnesium glycinate is bonded with glycine, an amino acid, and has been shown to promote restful, deep sleep. It should be taken in the evenings because it works. I am KTFO when I take this shit. Next one is magnesium threonate. Now I take both of these, threonate in the morning, glycinate in the evening. You don't have to, but I like it. Magnesium threonate is magnesium bound with threonic acid. It is the only form of magnesium that can cross our blood-brain barrier. This specific form of magnesium has been shown to reduce the risk of cognitive decline, as I alluded to earlier. I notice anecdotally that I feel sharper and more on the ball and overall better from a thought clarity standpoint when I take this regularly. That's fancy talk for it makes your brain work better. Number 2, vitamin D3 with K2. Similar to magnesium, vitamin D3 is something that a lot of Americans are very deficient because y'all motherfuckers don't be going outside. So get out in this beautiful sun more. Or if you don't live in a place like the beautiful state of Georgia where the sun shines regularly, highly recommend you supplement vitamin D3 with K2. Now why with K2? TLDR, it helps D3 get where it needs to be in your body. I have a solid brand of magnesium and vitamin D3 in my TikTok shop. Just go grab it off my page. Vitamin D3 is so critical for so many functions in our body that some physicians refer to it as a hormone and not a vitamin. If you feel generally anxious and worked up and not great every day and you take these 2 supplements, within a week you will feel notably better. Last one, and this is going to ruffle some feathers, I don't care. Electrolytes, sodium, potassium, magnesium. This is for my people who aren't eating a shitty, salt-loaded, processed sugar-filled standard American diet. If you're watching my videos, I'm assuming you're not doing that. If you're eating mostly whole natural foods, they don't just have salt in them. You need to add sodium, potassium, and magnesium back to your diet. The amount of people who have told me they feel 10 times better just from putting a sprinkle of salt in their morning water is remarkable. They no longer feel the hunger in the morning, they feel no brain fog in the morning, and they feel higher energy in the morning. Most of the time when you wake up, you're not hungry, you're just dehydrated, and you don't need just water. You need electrolytes with the water to get the water where it needs to be in your body. I make my own electrolyte mix from a high-quality salt, either a Himalayan pink salt, a Celtic sea salt, or a Mediterranean sea salt. I take a potassium powder called no salt. It looks like this. I'll put it on the screen behind me right now. Mix a 1/4 teaspoon of each of those in my water in the morning, and a 1/2 teaspoon of each of those in my water pre-workout. Along with the magnesium supplements I take daily, I get my electrolyte balances covered. If you want to buy a premix because you don't want to take the time to calculate how much you need and do all that bullshit, I highly recommend Santa Cruz Paleo electrolyte supplement. I'm not sponsored, but the guy knows what he's doing and he's got a great premix electrolyte. With these 3 things daily, paired with a good lifestyle, getting out in the sun, moving your body, sweating a little bit, you will feel 180 degrees different in 3 days. In 4 weeks, you'll feel unrecognizably good. Stop dicking around and just take your health seriously. It isn't easy, but it is simple. Don't overcomplicate it.
Eat
about 10 pounds of food a day, which is twice as much as the average person. Here's what I eat in a day. We are starting the day out strong with 4 pounds of watermelon. For lunch, I'm having 1.7 pounds of envy apples. For a snack, I'm having 0.3 pounds of grapes. For dinner, I had a huge potato soup weighing 3.2 pounds in total, and it had 1.7 pounds of potatoes. I also had a half a pound of salad. This brings my total for the day to 9.7 pounds of food. I literally get to eat as much as I want, as often as I want, and maintain my ideal weight. Like and follow for more weight loss content.
You actually get benefits from exercise because you rebuild stronger. One of the whole points of exercise is you're continuing to tell your cells in your body that you are young. I mean, that's the biggest part to it. So a lot of people say, yes, it's the aesthetics and all that. That's fine. But you should be weight training your entire life in order to be able to kill off the old cells faster, kill off the old mitochondria faster because they can't keep up. And then your body says, oh, well, if this is the demand on the body, I need to produce stronger mitochondria, stronger cells. And so that's really important.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is what my body looks like when I'm working out on a regular basis, eating healthy and taking care of my mental health. I do not have a flat stomach, not because I have GI issues or a food intolerance or I'm not doing enough abs or cardio, but because this is just where my body wants to be. I'm not bloated. I don't need a metabolism booster. I don't need to work out more, eat better. This is just where my body wants to be, and that's normal, and that's okay. You might not have a flat stomach, and that doesn't mean that you're not healthy, and there's nothing wrong with having